Hey guys, it's PoxiiPro. Welcome back to another video. Today in Fallout 76, I'm going to be making a guide on the best legendary power armor for the 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star effects. I'll go over the effects on the wiki page, and then I'll go into the in-game and show you guys some of my roles for some, I guess, like in-game examples. So for the 1-stars, most of the 1-stars are going to be granting some sort of damage reduction or damage resistance. One of the best 1-star effects is going to be Overeaters. So doing like flat resistance, like just 20 energy resistance and damage resistance, has diminishing returns versus like a percentage. A percentage is going to be overall better than just a flat amount. So Overeaters, if your hunger and thirst meters are full, you're going to get damage reduction up to 6%, which is going to be pretty good compared to just like a flat 20 or like a flat 35. So if you can, I would go for a 1-star Overeaters. If you want like your power armor to be really specific, you could go for like one of these effects where it's minus 15% damage from a specific type of enemy. The only thing that I can think of is if you want like a silo power armor running suit, then you would stack like, minus 15% damage from robots. That way when you're running silos, you take like no damage from the robots. But honestly, overall, it's probably easier to just go Overeaters. Aristocrats and Bolstering are okay, but Overeaters is gonna be overall better because it's the percentage. But that's if you're able to maintain the hunger and thirst. So if you don't do hunger and thirst, then your next best bet is probably gonna be Bolstering if you're bloodied. And if you're not bloodied, then you can go Aristocrats as long as you have the 30k caps to keep up with it. I think it's 29k, but yeah. You can also somewhat go Vanguards, but keep in mind, like, as you take damage, you become less tanky. So, and like, you have to make sure to keep your health up is the thing with Vanguards. So Vanguards can be like okay, maybe paired with like a vampire's weapon, it can be pretty good because you'll be constantly healing. But otherwise, I would say like try to go the other way, like with Overeaters or maybe Aristocrats. I know those have conditions though, like you gotta keep your food and hunger up when you have to have that high amount of caps. But with Vanguards, like you have to keep your HP up as well. I would say that those are the best 1-star effects. So just to review really quick, Overeaters is probably gonna be the best 1-star effect if you can fill your food and hunger, just because it's a percentage reduction. And then after that, you wanna go into all of the flat reductions. So there's Aristocrats or Bolstering if you're bloodied, and Aristocrats and Vanguards if you're not bloodied. Next up, we have the 2-star effects. Honestly, with the 2-star effects, there's nothing here that's super crazy good except for action point refresh speed. This is probably going to be the best for 2-star effects because getting AP refresh is just super nice, even in power armor. Other than that, you might want to go for like one of the +1s maybe. You could like stack strength for carry weight and like melee damage if you're like a power armor melee build. Then you could do that. If you want and you're not using funky duds, you could go for poison resistance. If you want like extra 5 intelligence, you could stack the +1 intelligence on all of those. Those are probably like the only ones really worth mentioning in my opinion, or the 2-star effect. But the 3rd-star effect, this is where legendary power armor shines in my opinion. So with the 3rd-star effects, there is just a bunch of weight reduction effects and those are what we're going to focus on. The other effects aren't very good in my opinion, so we're just looking at the 20% weight reduction for different categories. So there's weapon weight reduction, there's junk item weight reduction, and there is food, drink, and chem weight reduction. So the best weight reduction is going to vary per person depending on your playstyle and like what kind of things you hoard. But do keep in mind that if you have your full set of power armor with the like stacking the same weight reduction, it's gonna max out or cap out at 90%. So you're gonna lose out on 10%, if that makes sense, because 20 times 5 is 100. But you only get 90, so you lose that 10%. So ideally you do 4 pieces of one, and then you can do the last piece of a different category for weight reduction. For example, you could do a 4-piece weapon weight reduction, giving you 80%, and then you could do 20% food, drink, and chem weight reduction, or 20% ammo weight reduction. Yeah, and you can kind of do a different combo if you want to do like 3 and 2 of like a different combination. That also works, and I think that's what I'm actually running on one of my power armors. But yeah, these right here, these 4 legendary effects are going to be the best for the 3rd star, and probably the best effect in power armor in general, just because it allows you to carry a lot more like once you start stacking it. If you are a bloodied build, stay away from dissipating because this will mess up your radiation. There's also a legendary effect that stim packs you when you are low on HP, and that is a horrible one to use as a bloody build as well, so watch out for that. It'll like go through all of your stim packs like super quick. It just eats them. But yeah, that's pretty much all of the important ones that I want to mention. I guess one thing that I should also mention with the 1-star effects is the higher your power armor's damage resistance is, the less returns you get, if that makes sense. So like 1-star effects where you gain resistance, like Overeaters on a excavator power armor is going to be more effective than Overeaters on a T65, because T65 already has higher resistances, for example. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. But let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the in-game examples. Alright, so these are the 2 sets of power armor that I currently run. Both of them are running legendary effects. This is my full set of excavator power armor for when I need to carry a lot of things. The torso is a junk item weight reduction with poison resistance. And it's also Overeaters. So this is like a really good roll because it's got weight reduction, poison resistance, and Overeaters, which are all pretty solid effects. I'm gonna go for Overeaters and weight reduction, and I'm prioritizing weapon weight reduction. But I think for my excavator, I just wanted at least some sort of reduction. I didn't really care about what it was. And then yeah, so this excavator torso, pretty good roll. And then for this right arm, we got +1 int, which is extra XP, I guess it's not too bad. And then we have the food, drink, and chem weight reduction, and then we have the Aristocrats effect, so this is not too bad either. I do tend to have a lot of caps, but right now I don't, so that's why Aristocrats is like really conditional. But the food, drink, and chem weight reduction is super big. Then helmets can never be legendary, so that's not going to have any effects. On this leg piece, we have weapon weight reduction, very good, and +1 strength, not too bad for some extra carry weight. And then on here, we got some rad resistance, that's not too bad. And then we have the ammo weight reduction, which is really good. And then on this piece, we have nothing good. So this would be an example of like a piece that I don't think is very good. You get like 15% minus 15% damage from super mutants, which is like, I guess if I'm clearing West Tech, I'll be tankier, but like +1 perception, and a 5% chance to deal frost damage to melee attackers. So overall, like if I was to re-roll a piece of power armor, it would be this excavator left leg because it is the least good. Next, we have the T65 set. This is my T65 left leg. This one, so for my T65 set, I went for weapon weight reduction and I think ammo weight reduction and AP refresh. Those were the ones I prioritized, as this one would be like my main combat armor. So this one has weapon weight reduction and AP point refresh, which is really good. Those two. This one is just ammo weight. So if I really wanted to keep re-rolling this, I would try to get ammo weight with AP refresh, but it's a lot of modules to reroll. This is the left arm, which has AP refresh and weapon weight reduction, so 2 very good combos there. And then this one is ammo weight, no AP refresh, but that's okay. And then this one is weapon weight with extra charisma, no AP refresh, but overall for the full set on this T65, I've got two pieces of AP refresh, and I think it's 3-piece weapon weight reduction and 2-piece ammo weight reduction, which is pretty good overall. And so that makes it so that I can carry a lot of things in my T65, and I'm also getting a bunch of extra AP refresh from it. But yeah, if you guys have any power armor pieces that you are curious if it's good or not and you want my opinion, just let me know in the comment section and I'll get back to you. But otherwise, that's going to be pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know in the comment section below. But otherwise, until next time.